Hello everyone, welcome to a new process video today. I'm working on photos from New York. So for this layout on the right hand side, I have a standard 6x12 page, which is what I'm doing for this album. But then on the left hand side, it's actually a 4x6 insert. And on the other side, I had already done it. It's just a quick itinerary of our trip. And then this side, I have a full 4x6 from the inside of our hotel. And just as a tip, we stayed at the Hilton Garden Inn in Chelsea. First time I've stayed there, and it is the biggest room I've ever had when I've stayed in New York. So if you're looking for a good location, Chelsea's great. Not too far from anything. It's kind of right in the middle of Manhattan. And you want sort of a regular sized room. I mean, New York is its own thing, but it's certainly bigger than others you'll find. Stay here because we had a great time and the staff was great as well. So what I want to do with this one, I've already picked out one card. This is from a digital set I have, and I just printed out the one I wanted. And then I've got this photo also from inside, and there's a lot of dead space here. So I'm sure I'll do something in that upper left-hand corner. And then down here, I have the front view. I could fit in something over here, maybe on the side, I'm not sure, but there are some options there if I want to add something. And lots of dead space here too. Bottom and top. But this is the real problem. I can't decide if I just want a filler card that has like this, where it just has a phrase or a picture on it or something, or if I actually want a journal, because I think my next layout, I'm going to leave journaling space where I can write about the hotel and the area, because we were in the flower district area. And I want to say some things about that because we pass lovely flowers every morning. So I just can't decide if I want journaling here or not. Since I can't make up my mind about this, I'm going to pretty much, I think, do everything else first and then come back to that at the end. So when I'm looking at this, I know I want to work in some color, and I think I want to try to go with kind of an orange and yellow if I can, because it's in these lovely flowers and the rest of the color is kind of boring. This is just some muted green. There is a little bit of yellow there though. Again, a little bit of green here, and then different shades of blue here and here. That's kind of it. Like, it's not super exciting. So I'm thinking if I can work in some yellow and maybe a pop of orange from here, that maybe that will help the color scheme as a whole. All right, I just found something I think will work, because I was just saying like, oh, it's the biggest room I've ever stayed in. It was great. I have this sticker on this sheet that says best in the city, and it's yellow. So, I mean, it's not the best hotel in the city, obviously, but it's the best I've experienced in the city. So I think I'm going to use it. So I just have to figure out where I want to place it. Because there is some yellow in the background, when I look at that, I think that's too much. But here it would stand out more. So I think I am going to use it here, and I will probably do it in the upper right-hand corner. I have attached the sticker, and then I think I'm just going to put in some mini staples along the dotted lines here, just for extra visual interest. Oh shoot, I didn't think that through. You know what? I can't reach that far. Well, guess what? I guess I'm only getting one then. That'll teach you, if you're watching, think things through before you do them. Now, it actually doesn't look so bad like that, but I could have also gone horizontally. That would have fit because the reach would have been better, but this is okay. It's not enough to make me want to tear it off and reprint or anything, so I'm going to leave it. I've pulled a couple of things out of my stash of travel stuff. One is this label. Now, it's the right color yellow, but it has some pink in it, and I don't really have pink anywhere else. Like a tiny bit of purpley pink right there, and that's it. So I'm not quite sure that that's going to work, but I do think that it would look nice, you know, with this. So I'm holding it in reserve to see if, you know, can I get it to work, and is that pink super noticeable? I'm not sure. The other thing that I found is this little embellishment that just says explore the unknown. Now, we're not really exploring anything there, but the hotel was unknown to us. Neighborhood slightly. I stayed in Chelsea the other times I was in New York as well, but not in like right in this 3-block radius. It has some orange in it. Now, this is more brown. It's like a mustard color or brown, but it matches this. So I think I could use it, but I'm just not sure that I like what it says. So I'm very on the fence. So I'm going to go back to my stash, play around with some other stuff, and see if I want to use those or not. I did decide to use this because I really wasn't finding anything else that I liked as well. So I'm going to use it, and I don't think the pink is super distracting, so I think I can get away with it. So I'm just going to cut off the little bit of the edge that I don't want there. And there it is, and I think that looks pretty good. And I love that it leaves me some room to stamp because I'm sure I have something that will fit in there quite nicely. So I figured I would try to tackle the card problem that I had there. Still wasn't sure what I wanted to do, but I went through my stash of 4x6 travel related cards. Yes, these are all travel related. And I also have some 4x4 stuck in there too. And look what I found. I think that's pretty perfect. It's got kind of that darker orange tone. It matches what's in here, goes well with this. Plus it's got the yellow in there. So I think this is the winner. So I think I'm just going to use that, and then it leaves me plenty of room to journal. Sorry, that's my printer turning off. It's in power save mode. It leaves me room to journal, but if I decide that I don't have enough to say to fill this whole thing, that's okay. I could add some washi to it or something to cover up some of the lines, and it would still look okay. So I definitely think I'm going with this one. When I went into my stash to see what I could do with this photo, I actually came across this sheet or package of chipboard stickers. And this is one from a Citrus Twist kit. I used to subscribe to them. I'm taking a break right now because I have so much stuff from them, but I'll probably go back at some point because I do love their stuff. But there are several things on here I could use. Love This is the right color. Even Joy. I don't know that I would want to say joy about it maybe, but I like this one that says, oh, like, you know, that we were pleasantly surprised. Or I could use both even. I mean, there's a lot of dead space on that photo, so I can get creative with these. All right, I did decide to use both of them because I like them. But when I'm looking at this now, I think I have a problem where I've got a little bit of blue here and then this blue background and not really anything else. So I think over here with this, not only do I have to figure out what I'm going to stamp or write there, but I think I'm going to include some little blue like enamel dots or puffy dots. I'll find something just to bring that in so that everything feels like it still matches. I pulled out my enamel dots and I did find some that will work. So I have 2 left on this set, which I could probably fit in there. And then I have, I think these might, maybe they're not exactly, but they're from a similar set. Look at that. I wonder if I randomly stuck that one on there. But in any case, I have all the sizes here of that color, so I can do any size I want. It's the right color. So I'm just going to mix those in to make sure that everything matches. All right, a couple of things. I decided to switch these photos up here because I added an enamel dot on here. And then when I was looking at it, I didn't like how close these yellows were to each other. So I moved it over here. So now I have that. And then I added 2 dots to this one, which I love that it works in that color. And then it will give me a visual triangle because I can go here, here, and here. I do want to stamp here first, just to make sure that when I put a dot on there, it doesn't mess with the block being level when I try to stamp. So I will put a phrase in there first, and then I'll finish with the dots. I have pulled out this stamp set, and this is called Summer. It's from Felicity Jane from 2017, so it's a little old now, but obviously it's been well loved, and I'm going to use it again. I want to use this stamp right down here that says Hotel Life, and it will fit in there. I checked. It's perfect sizing, so I will do that next. I did my stamping in there and it came out just perfect, and then I just added one little enamel dot right there. And I'm going to put everything in the page protector and just make sure I'm happy with everything. One thing I did want to mention is that for this particular page protector, it did not come like this. This is not a style where you have 2 3x4s, a 4x6, 4x6. This is not a style that is readily available. In order to get this, I had to buy Becky Higgins' page protectors in design G, and then this is just the left half. So I cut off the right half so that I could get this configuration. Now what that means is that these two pockets open on the side. So does this one. Now this is a regular top loading, so that's fine. But for these three that are along the edge, once I have everything in there, I will have to close that. So I'll have to use my fuse tool in order to close the edge. So here's the finalized layout. There's the left-hand side and close-up of the right-hand side. All right. Pretty easy, and I like the way it came together, so I'm happy with it. Another one done for New York. Thanks for watching.